Hey, what's up, James? Oh, it's almost going to be late. I finally got my missile launchers. My other captain, because he has a chain fist. Another regular guy. And the other captain, the real captain actually. And I got my weapons. Make sure it's all done properly. It's hard to see whenever it's so clear. With the spear. I have also chain swords in here. With the hand. So, I don't... it's so hard to see. Any chaos today, James? Thought I beat you to that before you even attempt to answer. Seems like there was chaos yesterday there, James. Okay. Let's clean this thing out so I can paint with blue. No chaos. Maybe one day, James. Maybe one day. I probably should clean this thing out, man. It's probably nasty in here. I mean, it looks clean just because I redid the top, but I definitely need to clean out that bottom part. Alright, chaplain will have to come last. I don't think I run a chaplain per se. I'm trying to think about my tank here. Probably not gonna finish it. I feel like I need to make some more of this. Good lord. Ugh. It's about halfway, so I think it's still good. Let it get it on there. Do you have Black Friday over there, James? Oh, really? Have you, I mean, I don't know if they have any advertisements. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? And there are a lot of things I want, James. You gonna buy them for me, man? I know you're rich over there. I'd love a new laptop. Like a, I was gonna say, kind of a new phone for recording purposes. What else? A few other things too. Like a lot, like a lot. Oh, let me pull up the Space Marine. Terminators, where's you at? More in particular, the captain, or not the captain, the sergeant of the squad. There they are. Okay. Okay. It's not quite liquidy enough. Hey, what's up, Adam? There we go, that's much better, I think. Yes. You guys can see me painting. Not too much really. Which is a good thing, right? When it's not too much really going on. Because if there's a lot, man, whew, they can be troublesome. Oh, shit.
So hot, I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy, but we'll let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling? It touch me on you and I don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh, don't think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly, cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe on your day? They never seen you out of
That's a good thing, not having too much going on at 3. I mean, I suppose so, you know? Not too much going on at 3:30 in the morning. guess that's a good thing. I mean, I guess if there's something going on, would you be a person that's be working grave shifts, I suppose? Got everything going on. Alright, I think most areas of him is painted. Gotta let it dry and then go over our second coating, except for the top part. Which I have a feeling I'm gonna be repainting this black and I don't know what else, gunmetal. I'm gonna paint it all blue just in case. Okay. Oh, gotta add more paint. Good lord, I use a lot of paint. After these guys, I think I'll be fully done with my Terminators. Besides painting the base black. I need to glue that. I realized that came off. Okay. Oh, almost. Oh god, I touched the head. It was alright. It was okay. I got the stuff I needed to 3D print done. Now I just gotta find the arms and start breaking some wrist and gluing some hands. Breaking some hands and gluing some hands. Guess I'm gonna give them a chainsword. That might be a support. Is that a support? Not sure if that's a support or not. But yeah, gonna give them a chainsword. Hard to see. And then for my blade guard veteran, I'm gonna give them a spear. Because my other blade guard veterans are actually when I run a special blade guard veteran, should I say, that follows Calgar, because his Victor's guard have spears. So the blade guard veterans that will follow Calgar will have spears. And then I do have a captain. I don't know if I'm gonna give him a spear or not. I think I should probably make him normal. Also, I did buy a tool set, or tool box, that I'm going to convert to hold models. At least I'll hope it'll hold models. Okay. bit too liquidy. Man. Oh, what's interesting? It's if you're talking about the toolbox, it's it's the Walmart brand. Is it Hertz? Hertz. It's the one that has two drawers and it kind of locks. I'm hoping that these smaller models, probably models. Oh no, the Vallejo wash went into the pool. The models like this might struggle because of that banner, which I do have a few of them. So I have it, and I bought some thin metal, thin like small, skinny, and I have a cutter for it. I was gonna measure it out and cut one piece to put it in there. And I did cut one out actually right before the stream. I was about to be late, and it's a little bit too big. But because I magnetized my models, it should sit in there, and I can lock it too. But it's more for ease of transportation and to have one toolbox dedicated to a faction. So I'm hoping that all my infantry can fit in there, and then on the there's another toolbox that I bought that will fit underneath it and lock into place, so that when you carry it, it'll carry both. You carry the top one, and it'll carry both the bottom and the top. Which is where I'll put my tanks, my dreadnoughts, and maybe even models that have like what do you call it? You know, the banners and stuff. Or I'll try to find a way to fit the banner guys inside that little box too. I think the only way I can do that is because it has slots. Like you can split the section up. Instead of one big area, you could have I think it's 9, or you can have 3. You know, you can do it essentially one long one and then 3 like so you have the big one, then you have 1, 2, might be 4. Yeah, it'd be 4 sections. So it'd be big one, then I think 3 or 4, something like that. And then you can have those 4 sections, and then you can also have 3 going this way. And if I do that, I'm gonna probably have instead of having these guys standing up like this, it'll be too tall, I may have them lying down, but I'll have them magnetized to the wall as opposed to the floor. So yeah, a lot of experimenting going on. I bought like some electric snips for those things, and hope that will make life a lot easier. And so I have one of those, and then just a big box that, you know, it's maybe 5 inches tall. It'll fit a standing dreadnought, no problem. It'll fit a lot of the banners, even the taller ones, no problem. And that's what I'm gonna put my trucks and vehicles and stuff, because obviously the tanks and dreadnoughts are not gonna fit in that toolbox. I'll probably take pictures and put on the Discord once I have everything done. This guy looks like I put too much paint on him. Let me spread it out. Alright. It's all the termies base coated first layer. Then after that, second layer, and maybe even third layer. Hey, what's up, Caleb? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to be playing Kill Team today, though, that's for sure. So, haven't read up on any of the rules, so I'm going to have to learn again. Can't remember. I'm going to be playing Angels of Death. Because that's the faction that I mostly have. Huh. I might actually bring this guy. Because I was just thinking, I don't have any intercessors, assault intercessors. Oops, god dang it, I keep touching them. I don't have any assault intercessors, and this guy, well, he's a sergeant. It's Lieutenant Titties. But I could use him as just an assault intercessor because he's quite well represented. You know, he has a chain sword and a bolt pistol. I might bring him. Hey, what's up, Francois? I don't know, I'm playing just to learn. Still got all my available power fists, but not in the right direction. So I need my... Oh man, that's so good lord. Left. Don't have enough left-handed power fists. Right-handed. Right-handed power fists. How would it be? Me to 3D print a better build mini. Just get the card because I found this. I feel like better. That's all up to your local team, man. Asking me, I wouldn't care, honestly. But I mean, most people, generally speaking, would say, you know, it's best if you support your local hobby shop. But at the same time, you know, no one can blame you if you're... If no one knows, you know, you have to tell. I can't really scrap this guy. I did overdo the paint on him. Oh, well, that's fine. Hey, man, we all poor. Let's see, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Where the hell you at? There you are. So, no, it's not the Captain. I guess I'm gonna get the Apothecary. I forgot. There he is. And then actual Terminator Captain, which I did pass up. Where? There you are. Okay. Oop. Alright. Apothecary. Apothecary is gonna be kind of crazy just because he has a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, it's about 3D printing, man. That's all between you, the shop owner, kind of. Mostly the people that you play with, though. Whether they're okay with it or not. I'm assuming, you know, if there's so low number of people playing, they probably wouldn't care. They just want you to play. Because I'm planning on getting the base game. Well, if you're playing between friends and stuff, I don't think that's up to y'all, again, you know. But yeah. I wouldn't take it to an official tournament, though. That's for sure. And I'd be careful taking it to any kind of tournament. You know, you might wanna ask. Although it'd be kind of strange. Like, I know, so I have a friend who's asking if they can bring 3D printed models, you know. I told them I would ask you guys. So what's the answer, guys? 3D print okay or no? So I can let them know. So I can let them know. Asking for a friend. It came up behind. I'm asking for a friend.
after what you did. 'Cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead.
Okay.
Barely breathing. You left me in pieces. There's no more to break. Don't wake me up. Not in this century. Don't wake me up. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on
I did find a really cool Batman Beyond SL. I was wondering if you knew any abilities or stats that could fit. I mean, your best bet, honestly, is not to create characters and stats and stuff, because it could be unfair and unbalanced. Your best bet's to proxy him for, as like, he's, Thanos, or he's Captain America, something like that. That way, the cards are balanced.
you know where secrets go, 'cause I've forgotten mine. They slipped out of my control
The
and
thing
you
about
know
creating games, you got to
where
make sure it's
they
balanced,
go.
otherwise everyone's gonna just
You left a little
play
hate between me
one
and
model or
it's
one army.
getting up my nerves. You should probably forget me, 'cause I'm terrified you'll get me when I'm at my worst.
That
It's
edge
not
highlight
too
looks good.
late to let you know that you're in love with a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes I make mistakes with my edge highlighting. Here, let me show you a done model. It looks pretty good, but I have to probably adjust the brightness.
Wants to see the truth, you
Well, I mean, again, like I showed this guy. I'm gonna feel.
and when it's all said and
Let's
done,
see.
you just gotta run. I could whisper sweeter things and back to
So
me you'd crawl. Up until your
maybe a
love
little bit too
was
dark,
gone,
maybe.
but it's not love at all.
I guess it's.
My ego still provided. I'm not the one
But
who's
there,
right,
like,
but I can't
in
fight the
in real life,
poison
it's a little bit
in
easier to
me.
see.
A girl
Maybe
named
it's not as
Mary
pronounced
told
because
me
it's
that
little thin
she
edge
was
highlighting. You can see
missing.
in his feet for sure.
I'm
You can
falling
kind of see it in his hands.
you
And I think the apothecary actually shows quite well because I did kind of the new technique with him. You can kind of see in his legs, um, hip plates. You even kind of see it on his logo because it's a thin paint and actually his chest armor plates and stuff. So this one actually came out really good. Not gonna lie, I am myself impressed with that. I impress myself sometimes, it does happen. So the back also, you can kind of see it as legs as well. But yeah, that's how I hope they all turn out. But yeah, actually, if you see my my Victor's card, it also shows up pretty good there. So yeah, it can come out good. I need to flush out the technique down the toilet. I need to flush it out so that I can get it consistent. Because I'm going to do this with my Tau. Now that I've kind of, as I paint, I learn more and more. And as people, tell me things, I incorporate certain things. So, but yeah. The cool thing about this technique too is that when you paint more and more into it, it's like layering because you can see it's like a very smooth transition because I paint the whole thing and there's some areas where it's going to be thicker than others and you see like a transition there actually. So we're in for the purple sword. I'm not Slanesh. Oh, Farsight. He will be purple. Farsight will be purple. Especially with this new technique, I think he'll look pretty nice. I'm gonna redo Shadow Sun as well. She's painted purple, but an old way that I paint, I think. And I think she can look a lot better. But I got a long ways to go before I get back to my Tau. The way this painting's going, even though I'm painting decently quick, because I'm not like being super particular, except for characters. I might not be able to, if I have to finish painting them, I probably won't be able to play in 10th edition with my Tau. Because I do want to paint my Infinity models too. Because 5th edition, or N5 for Infinity, is actually being delayed. So it'll give me some more time to paint. And I just ordered the last of my models too. But I don't know when they're coming in. But I do need to paint the ones I already have that's already been base coated. Are you getting tired of blue? Well, my Infinity models are bluish. But they're going to be transparent bluish. Man, you got to finish an army, man, Caleb. You can't give up on like halfway painting. You're going to what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, I'm really wanting to paint my Infinity too, but I just want to get the last few things done here in my Space Marine because I'm almost done. I'm so close. I just need intercessors, assault intercessors, 10 man. My Impulsor done, and maybe my Repulsor. I'm not sure. Maybe these guys. Like I want to paint them all, obviously, but not feel I'm luckily enough I don't get really paint fatigue, I suppose, where I can kind of focus and try to finish up an army. But I do want to paint my Infinity too, so I might switch to them pretty soon. Maybe I'm getting a little bit paint fatigue, but I do want to finish my Terminators. Try to. Oh, and I guess you said a Terminator. Maybe you can kind of see his edge highlighting. Yeah, you can see in his Power Fist there. You can even see like a gradation a little bit. And his fist, including the underside of his fist. But yeah. Actually, I need to paint a space black. There you go. I'm sorry, I read your comment again. It's just like, I get it though, I get it. Let me adjust my color again. But yeah, I can't wait to, honestly, I can't. So, the blue that I'll be painting on my Infinity is going to be this blue, though. But you can see it's like a very light, like transparent kind of ish blue. Because that gun, I'm trying to make the base coat silver and that blue kind of transparent, so you can get that shimmering, shiny blue. At least it makes one guy like a teal. Well, this guy's is hold on, let me see. So I'm gonna paint my Infinity models this blue. That big word Senine blue. But it's going to be very light and as much as transparent as I can get it. So it'll have that little shine undercoat. It just looks really cool, and it's going to be yellow too. So yeah, my Tau is purple, yellow, and my Infinity models, because they're cops, it's going to be blue, yellow. Don't know how I'm going to paint them though. I will have to see. I will see. This is an official model, but I'm not sure. I just wanted to see if the technique worked pretty well with them, and it looked like it did. But the models are so small. The models are so small. It's gonna be like, it's just fine detail brush all the time with these guys, unless I'm doing a mass color, which I may do. And these are pewter models too. So it's gonna be, I don't know. The thing is, though, I only need 15 models for an 300 point army for these guys. And that extra would be just like if I want to spice things up or change things around. I'm gonna make some custom expansions for the Dead Red Hill party games like Nosferatu. Alright, gunmetal I think. Actually, put him back. Oh, actually, I need white. Nope, gunmetal. Need to finish up my tank because I don't really run apothecary too much, so I can finish him a lot later. I do need these 4 terminators here because I run the captains without the stupid sword. So I need 2 captains and then 2 cyclone missile launcher. Although probably just 1 captain honestly and 2 cyclone missile launcher. Is it bad the first time I hear Nosferatu from Nosferatu? First time I heard about him was about the 9/11 stuff. Why would it be bad if you first heard about him? I believe that's the guy, or am I thinking of a different person? I think he's a vampire, maybe what you're talking about, but who's the guy? Hold on, I might have the wrong name, maybe. But he kind of has like a name like that too. I'll remember the name though. Hold on, let me see. Nostradamus. Okay, that's him. Never mind. Nostradamus, not Nosferatu. It's close. Why is that? Did you grow up with Nosferatu? Are you his grandfather? Then I'll say, okay, maybe you are old. Well, I do remember those films. I just forgot. I remember him being a vampire. Now, if you tell me that you watch the silent films in like a theater or a, one of those little things outside, you put a 5 cents a nickel in there and you spin it. Oh, you're not old. Good lord, man. You're uber young. this gunmetal-esque look. I directed the film. What are you talking about? Young people wake up with back problems. I just have back problems all the time. There we go. Looking kind of nice. Looking fancy. Now let me accentuate the blue. I will notice that whenever I start my Tau though, I'm gonna have to put them through a lot of blenders. And what I mean by that is that I have they're already painted. A lot of them are already painted, but I'm gonna strip them of their paint and redo their paint because of how much my technique has changed, and I liked it. So I'm gonna try to do them right. Sad that I only figured this out while painting Ultramarines. I had the technique, but not perfected clearly. Now, well, it looks like I did, but I'm sure I'll learn something new later on. And I'm not going to repaint them. I'm just going to have to get a new army, and that's the way I'm going to have to paint that new army. But Mesh said it was an unofficial Draco movie. They couldn't get the rights from Stoker. Ah. On what you call it? Lord. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Whew. Gotta let that dry. Okay. Not a pain in the butt paint. I glued this model together in a bit of a rush and forgot to do the inside. I glued everything together, so now painting the inside is going to be a pain in the butt because this top part is glued down. So As you can see, I'm just gonna paint all gunmetal pretty much. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy on the inside. The other one is not, the roof is not on there. Because I didn't realize that it had a roof. And I got lucky with that one. And I haven't painted it yet. It's actually mostly painted, it's somewhat painted. So, it will be painted decently. Maybe. I might make it look like this and just be done with it. That way they're matching. Well, this one actually can be seen because clearly this is the complete model, except for the things on the side. So you can literally see inside this one. If it wasn't going to be seen, I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. Like the bottom side, I'm still gonna probably paint it black or something. I'm not sure, just because I want to make sure that when you see from the sides and stuff, that you can't see any of the white. Kind of the problem with base coat in whites that you really need to paint it because it sticks out like a sore thumb. Where if you base coat it black. It kind of hides it because it's, well, black. Alright. Ooh. This character's making for BBC is kind of like in North Tyranid. One of Frieza's transformations. He actually kind of looked like a xenomorph in one of them. Didn't he? Like it was his powerful form, but slow or something like that. Yeah, I definitely need to get these things. I keep forgetting to grab them. But I definitely need to get them so I can start painting them and putting them in here. That way this will be complete. What's your thoughts about investing? I already did. I haven't had a chance to test try it at all. I think it can be a very wise idea. I mean, especially for like large areas like this, I think a paintbrush, spray airbrush would be fine, would be great. Kind of the reason why I bought it is also so I can try to save on some primer if I can. But, you know, if you know how to work it, I think it's a great thing. I mean, there are some amazing things I've seen some people done with airbrushes. And it's pretty crazy. So if you can do it, it's a worthwhile investment. Saves time. Doesn't quite save money, but it saves time. It might save money. I don't know. You might use less paint because it is spreading it evenly across the models. Man, I bought it, haven't used it, and it's been like over a year. I hope it works, because otherwise I bought a dud. It's gonna suck. And I think it might be out of warranty too because of the year. That's pretty bad. Definitely not a wise thing I did there. Because I did buy, like this thing here. So this is surface primer that I can use to paint on the model. So I can paint primer on the model. And I don't know, to be honest, about that resin stuff, man. So I think you can thin this down and shoot it out as primer, Adam and Caleb. I'm not sure. I'm kind of in that boat too, where I bought a lot of resin. Now, mind you, um, I'm getting to that point, but I am 3D printing as well, so I'm not sure, honestly. I hear it's a year, I hear it's 2 years. I don't know. I guess you'll know if you 3D print something and it comes out bad, and they made sure everything else was good, then you know that the resin's bad. By the way, what kind of resin do you use? Like, do you use the standard one or do you use the water washable ones? Oh, that's still wet. Put that on top. I think what else can I paint on this thing? I'm trying to use up all my gunmetal so I don't waste it. I think the inside of everything on this thing is going to be gunmetal here. Well, it's all going to be the same thing, kind of, really, you know. It's just a matter of what you rinse it with, that's all. That's the only difference, really, I believe. I'm definitely not an expert in resin, but the only reason why I went with water washable is because I can use water instead of alcohol. It's to be a lot cheaper. But I bought also some, what do you call it? I bought some UV lights so that whenever the water is too much and I have to clean it, I dump it into a container, put UV lights on there to cure the resin, and then after that it's safe. Ooh. Adam, do you 3D print, or are you thinking about getting into it? What type of farmer do you prefer? I like the spray. It's just a lot easier. And the brush, I don't tend to. I only do that whenever I can't do spray on. When I'm trying to really rush, get things built, you know. So with a brush on, I can take it with me wherever I go and do brush ons. but I 3D printed this thing to help me with that issue, by the way. What you're talking about. That's why I can't afford it right now. Yeah, right now would be a great time because there are some really good discounts out there. It's, you know, Black Friday's coming up, and trust me, here's what I'll say this: any kind of 3D printer you get, whether it's FDM or resin, make sure it gets complete auto leveling. That is, especially resin printer, but in FDM too, it will save you a lot of trouble. So there's some auto leveling, and then there's like full auto leveling in FDM printer, because it'll probably have leveling of the bed, but it won't have, I can't see, hold on. So it'll have leveling of the bed, but it probably won't have like Z leveling, which is the one that you'd have to do. I bought a FDM printer thinking it has auto leveling. Yes, Caleb, yes. Thinking it had auto leveling. It only had bed leveling, but it didn't have the Z leveling, which then I had to go freaking do it anyway. So it's like, what's the point? The first one, yeah, full auto leveling, especially resin. Because if you had to do it in a resin, you have to remove your vat. You have to make sure that the plate itself that actually the 3D print sticks to is clean, because you're gonna have to sandwich that between the screen and a piece of paper. And then if you don't have that clean, you get resin on the paper, or you get resin on the screen. With the FDM, it's not like doing leveling. It's not necessarily that bad if you get the upgraded tools for it, because they have those little knobs that you have to spin, and the old ones apparently you have to get like a tool and you have to turn it, and then you also have to use a piece of paper. Let me see if I can grab an example. So essentially you have like this piece of paper, the head's going to go and touch it, and the paper will be on the bed itself, and you have to feel it out and make sure it's like it scrapes. Make sure that you can move it, and that like when you push it, whenever it push down, make sure that you can move it like this, as opposed to like scraping it off or preventing you from pulling and tugging the paper. And then you have to twist the knobs to adjust the bed level height. And you have to do that on all 5 points. And then I suggest you do it again, because as you level, things shift. With resin printers, it's easier to level it. Alright, that sound for the best for beginners, and it's fast. I mean, I'm not sure. I have the Cobra. I go with Anycubic. So I have and with the resin printer, let me finish this thought. All you have to do is pretty easy. Just the problem is just to make sure that the plate that you have is clean, and you attach it to the thing that goes down. But you do loosen it up so that the plate can shift. And here's the bottom of the screen, right? You put a piece of paper there, and you push the screen down. You hold the screen down, and then you tighten the bolts. And then after that, you let the bed come up, basically. You can remove the piece of paper. So that's how you level a resin. Resin's a lot easier to level, but again, you have to make sure that the resin is not on the build plate. FDM is much more difficult because there's 5 points that you have to level, and you have to get a little piece of paper to adjust it accordingly. And then you have to do it again, because as you level things out, things shift a little bit, and you want to make sure that all 5 points are the same. Nowadays, auto leveling is pretty common and very affordable, so it shouldn't be too hard to get. But if you're getting any kind of 3D printer, just make sure full auto leveling is there. So you don't have to do any kind of manual auto leveling at all. Because I mean, mind you, you don't have to level them for a while, but whenever you print something, all of a sudden it failed to print. You don't know whether it's because it's not leveled, whether because the STL doesn't have enough supports, or whether the resin's bad, or whether something got there in the resin. You know, there's so many things that could go wrong, and you're trying to fix everything, and then when you went through everything, like printed 6 times, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe it's the auto leveling, or maybe it's the leveling. Let me level it. You just like if it fails prints, you just want to basically re-level your printer and make sure everything else is good. Whereas if you get an auto leveling one, the auto leveling is not the issue, unless it's broke, but usually it's not. Sorry, all the stuff is going through my head. It's like, oh man, things that you dread when you 3D print, kind of. Forgot I could have painted this thing up. It is dry. Well, it's not a lot left anyway. Alright. Well, I can't wait for you to start, you know, painting your models, even if you don't 3D print. I don't know if Caleb and Adam, if y'all are in the Discord or not. Are y'all in the Discord? I barely check it. I should check it frequently. Oop. Gotcha. Yeah, you guys' names are not the same. Alright, take it easy, James. Let's see. Adam, I guess do you have Discord? Alright, so if you have it, you can join it there. I have a few people on there just posting pictures and ideas and whatever else. I have some of my my models in there. That's so weird. Anyways. Have my Gilliman in there too, actually. Oh, as well as my tournament and my... Sorry, I'm looking through all the images. Okay. Anyways, I do have to pause right here. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And try to stream for an hour. Amazingly, it's been getting a little slow, but still progress is being made. An hour every day is still, you know, progress a little bit. So anyways, I do paint, was it my Ultramarines, my Tau, Infinity, which is going to be O12. They're Space Cops. And then MCP, Underworlds, Kill Team, which I want to redo my Felgors actually. I'm gonna strip them of their paint and try to redo them. Hold on, let me show you my Felgors. How come you stream so? Alright, Adam. I stream late because of my job. And the fact that I can't go to sleep. So here's my Kill Team Felgor. I wanted to do like a bronze bull type thing. So I'm gonna probably redo them. I'm gonna scrap all of this and paint them like a normal beastman. And the reason why I stream this late too, and only for an hour, is because I have to go to sleep because I got work. I don't have work today, but I do have to get up and go to the shop. Alright, anyways, I gotta pause right here. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.